Hello and welcome to day 29 of 100 Days of Soulforce. My name is Joseph Arnold and I am back from the Amazon Rainforest where I spent 2 weeks. I spent 12 full days in the jungle on a tour with the Pachamama Alliance, and there were a couple days on the other side traveling to and from Quito, the capital of Ecuador. And today I want to share with you, some of the reasons why I went down there, some of the reasons these tours exist, and some of the life lessons I learned while I was down there, and then an invitation sometime down the road if you want to go down and experience the jungle too. So I went down with the Pachamama Alliance, and these tours are really special. You can check that out, Pachamama, Pachamama.org. Now, this isn't just like a bunch of well-to-do white Westerners going down to the jungle to gawk at the plant life and animals and the natives. These tours exist because they are, at the behest of the indigenous peoples of the Amazon. So the Achuar people live at the Amazon headwaters in Ecuador, and in large part these tours, the Pachamama Alliance, exist because of them. They are a dream sharing culture. So they get up early in the morning and they share their dreams with each other. And several decades ago they happened to be having these dreams about the modern world, our world. And it's a lovely little bird here. It's like a little finch with a orange spot here. It's beautiful. So you might notice that I'm sitting outside. This is one of the fruits of the tour. I realized I need more time outside in order just to feel okay. So they had dreams about the modern world and the danger that the modern world presented, of course, to the jungle and their way of life. And so they also have this value in life, and this is one of the big things I want to share with you. They move towards danger. Wherever the Achuar see danger, they move towards it. So just take that in for a moment. You can imagine some area of danger or fear, uncertainty in your own life. Maybe in your artistic, creative life, or just as a person, relationships, etc. And just notice your own stance towards that. Are you moving towards the danger? Or are you running from it, hiding from it, pretending that it's not there? Now, the Achuar, they have kept mining companies, etc., at bay because of their warrior nature. This moving towards danger, but they don't have a hostility towards the modern world. And that's really this balance that I love. They have moving towards danger plus curiosity. Moving towards danger with curiosity. And it's that combination that has given them great success. They have prosperous villages. They have their territories. They have their languages. They have their customs. And so it's this attitude and these dreams that caused them to reach out to certain people who then ended up creating the Pachamama Alliance, Bill and Lynn Twist. And so the purpose of these tours then is that the Achuar and the other peoples of the Amazon headwaters want us to come down to experience the jungle, to experience their way of life, to have a transformative experience, and then to go back to our lives and help change the dream of the modern world. Because it really needs changing, doesn't it? Our dream in our modern world is destroying this earth, our one earth. And we can see this dream in the arts too, not just industry and oil and all of that. And every time that you focus on what you have rather than what you are, like having a certain technique or having a certain number of gigs or having a certain amount of money or having a certain level of prestige or fame or clicks, downloads, likes, repertoire, degrees, every time you focus on that rather than who you are as an artist, rather than on your gifts as a being in this world and developing those gifts, rather than playing from the heart, rather than living your life purpose, rather than human connection and love, courage. It's a long sentence. Let's see if I can tie the knot on this one. If you focus on the former, on the having mode rather than the being mode, then you're in the dream that is destroying life on Earth. And it's all about objectification. This is the core problem of the world. The objectification of ourselves, in nature, and each other. This is what allows us to harm each other. In any case, this is a dream that the Achuar and the other peoples of the Amazon want us to change. So that's the purpose of the tour that I went on. And I can say that it worked, at least for me. It was a very powerful experience. Just being in the jungle, it felt safe. I felt so open and alive and free. I was with a group of eight participants, 2 guides. We visited 3 or 4 villages. We went on canoe rides and visited waterfalls and visited gigantic ancient trees, and went through long walks through the jungle. We had excellent food, and I got to play music for these peoples and had a lot of fun doing that. I brought a backpack violin, and many of them had never seen or heard of a violin even. So it was a real honor to play for them. And I recorded the Bach Chaconne, like I said I would, in the jungle. I'll be releasing that video soon. I think it came out pretty well. And did ayahuasca a couple times as well, which was very powerful. And I got back on April 2nd, so that's over 2 weeks ago. And it's taken me this long to really recover or begin to really integrate the experience and get my feet back on the ground. I was so open down there, and something inside me really shifted. Some of the armor that I usually have softened, and then coming back to Philadelphia, where I live, was really difficult. Coming back amongst all the traffic and noise and angry people on the highways and the trauma of this city. Yeah, I really wanted to escape, go back down to the jungle or anywhere in wild nature. Yeah. I've been questioning, what am I doing with my life at a much deeper level? I've always been asking myself that question, but it's been quite raw and real these past few weeks. It's taken me this long to be ready to make a little video like this, to get back to writing my book. Yeah, I'll let you know more about those changes as things go along. But as I finish my book, I'm definitely going to be spending more time outside. I'm going to start going to music festivals and camps to teach, just to be in beautiful places and do music and arts. That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll show you something I got down in the jungle, which is this necklace. These are all beads. This was woven by an Achuar woman. Of course, the beads weren't made in the jungle, they're plastic, but it was woven down there. And this is a panther. And every time I wear it, I feel this sense of groundedness, connection to nature, connection to who I am. Maybe I'll share that. So, my friend, we are nature. We are nature. You are nature. You are the universe. You are the cosmos. You are the world. And what I've discovered is that living in a house, even having conveniences like running water, certainly phones and other kinds of technology, but even the basics, like a particular kind of shelter that closes us off from nature. Every step of technology, every kind of technology is a form of separation from nature, at least our kinds of technology that we are used to. And I could really feel this coming back, just turning on the tap for water, just climbing into my nice comfortable bed, closing the door on my house, driving. These were all moments where I was really grateful to have the convenience and comfort. And at the same time, my gut and my heart closed when I used these things. And I realized that each of these represents a separation from nature. And nature is what we are. Soulforce Arts is making art, teaching, performing, creating, crafting, playing, from the recognition that you are nature. What does that look like? Who are you as an artist, as nature? What will your art or your music or your dance look like as nature when you remember this? Because you are this. You always have been, you always will be. So it's about the recognition. So just notice yourself right now and tell yourself, this is nature. This is what nature feels like right now. That's your homework. this is what nature feels like right now. Okay, so we're at 15 minutes. I'll say one more thing. I'm going to go back, and I want you to come with me. I'm going to go back to the jungle, maybe next year, maybe next spring, 2023. And I want to take a group of at least 8 artists, musicians, dancers, actors, creative folks with me down to the jungle. We're going to go for 10 days, 11 days. We're going to go have a transformative experience in the jungle. We're going to be immersed in wild nature, one of the most remote places on Earth. You'll have great food, and great guides, interpreters, and you can bring your creative practices down with you and see what it's like to be so connected to nature and notice your creative self in that context. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me through my website or josepharnold.com, or just stay tuned to this channel and I'll let you know more about that as that comes together. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for day 30 of 100 Days of Soulforce.